Hey everybody, this is Alex Merced, developer advocate here at Dremio with another demonstration of, some cool SQL fun. And this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to start going over different different types of SQL techniques and modeling techniques and whatnot. And what I want to talk about today is a constraints table. So the idea is that you have a table that sort of lists different sort of business constraints. So versus just kind of walk through the SQL, we have a table of product data. Okay, so basically we have different product data. And we may have some rules regarding things that should be true about that product data that we may want to validate that data against. So we track these sort of truths in a business constraints table. Okay, so the idea is that these are rules that our data that should be applied to our data that we can now use because it's in this other table to check our data. So in this case, we're going to inject some prices for our products here. So we inject some products there. Now this is one price that's potentially out of range. So you see this one's has a price of 105. And then we insert some rules. So for our first rule, so basically our business constraints table has a key. So that means what the rule is, and then potentially two values that can be used to sort of validate the rule, and then maybe a note with some sort of explanation of the rule. So the first rule we're injecting is a price range. So saying none of our products should be outside of the price range of 10 and 100. Okay, so that's the valid price range for our products. Okay, the second rule we have is days before sale. Okay, so the idea is that if the product has been on the shelf for more than 90 days, it should be on sale. Okay, so in that case, if it's been on the shelf for longer, then we have to then ask ourselves, why is it not on sale? Okay, so these are some of the business rules that we have. Okay, that are in there, and then we're going to go validate those rules. So in this first query we do is we were selecting our products, and then we're just checking, hey, give us back any products that are outside of our price range. Okay, so that we identify products that may need some sort of remediation, some fixing. Then we do the same thing here where we're going to check, hey, let's take a look at the number of days between sort of the date was posted on the shelf and our, so basically the current date and the date added. And if that exceeds, okay, the number from our business constraints, the 90 days, then, and on sale is false, so that means it's over 90 days, but it's also not on sale, well, we want to see that because those are going to be products we want to revisit. Okay, but see, basically by using this business constraints table, I could test this and other tables against rules that I want to make sure I apply. So it's one way to kind of help sort of not validation of your typical types of validation like null checking, whatnot, but checking things that are more about your business specific rules than necessarily just natural sort of data quality issues. So in this case, let's run the query. Okay, hit run. Okay, oh, I forgot to set the context. Let me just cancel that. Let's set the context to our January folder. Select, and let's run that again. Boop. Okay, and it's running, so it's going to be creating our tables. Again, you can always find the code for all of this in the link in the video description, along with in a repository that has a lot of other really cool resources as far as snippets to help you with using Apache Arrow in Python and exercises so you can try out some of the stuff on your laptop. Lots of really great resources in that repository. But with that, looks like it's wrapping up. So let's go here. We create the table. Okay. Then we created another table. Okay, that's our table for business constraints. Okay, we injected our product data. We injected our first constraint and our second constraint. Okay, and then we go check to see, hey, who is outside of the range, and we get that product C is outside of our price range. Awesome. And then we can go then address that or fix it. And then we have here that product A and product C are both been on the shelf for longer than 90 days, but they are for some reason not on sale. Okay, so now we've been able to check these things that are part of our business rules to kind of help monitor sort of business activity better. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great one, and ciao.